Hi there, Deborah Moorhead here, and welcome to your Juicy Relationship Tips. Today, the question that came my way is, I have been in not good relationships in the past, even a little abusive, and I have grown stronger, and now I really want to make sure I create a healthy, empowering relationship. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to share with you the 4 big areas that I believe make up a healthy relationship. The first area we're going to talk about is communication, and I'm going to share a little bit about that. The second area is about appreciation and acceptance. The third area is about fun, and I'm going to be talking about what that looks like. And the fourth area is what I call ebb and flow of relationships. So we are going to start with number 1. Communication is a big, broad area, but let me just share a few different things that you want to see as part of a healthy relationship. You want both partners to really be open and honest. You want both to be able to really be listeners and to bring in curiosity. I want to learn more about what you're trying to share with me. I want to learn more about your perspective. You want to make sure that there's empathy and, as much as possible, non-defensiveness. And the way that you can be non-defensive is that you are making sure that you are managing your own thoughts and your own feelings. And then you want to be able to, and you want your partner to be able to handle constructive criticism. Because in relationships, we need to hear about how what I did affected you or made, created this feeling and what you need from me. So we need to have constructive criticism, and then hopefully just bring in some sense of humor in the whole concept of being able to communicate, because that makes everything a lot lighter when you're trying to work through something difficult. So that's the first area, is really to have a healthy relationship. You want to have those elements. There are more, but those are pretty much the broad category of communication, what you want to see as part of that. The second area about healthy relationships is around the area of acceptance and appreciation. And what I mean by that is, first of all, you really need to start out by being each other's friends. Make sure that you've gone deep enough so that you really are friends. And part of what friendship is that you know about what's important to each other. You know their dreams. You know who their friends are, or what they like about work, what they don't like about. You just know them and their dreams. And then you want to have a sense of, being influenced or allowing that you value their input. You ask for it and you value their input, because that's a way of showing that you value the other person. And you want to, of course, have honor and respect in the relationship. You also want to just have fond thoughts and fond feelings for the other person. All right, the third area in creating and keeping a healthy relationship has to do with fun. A good relationship needs to have fun in it. Now, the first area around that is making sure that there is regular, intimate sex, because that's the way that grown-ups play. The second piece is kind of around making sure that there is a non-sexual affection going on, and oftentimes just daily contact, making sure, come up with routines or rituals, but even if that's a kiss, I love you, goodbye, hug, whatever that is, but make sure that there's daily, regular contact, and not necessarily sexual, but affection. Then just make sure you date. Make sure you still do things together. It's so easy to get stuck into the routine of stuff. So date, do stuff you used to do that was really delightful, and then add in some variety. So make sure that you are dating and having fun in that way. And the last area in the category of fun is just surprise each other every now and then. It's good for the energy and the excitement in the relationship. So just surprise each other every now and then. The fourth broad category of what makes up healthy relationships is what I call ebb and flow. And there's a lot of different pieces to this, but a few of them are that, first of all, you just have to accept that there are always constant changes, because that's the truth about life, and that's the truth in the relationships. And it doesn't mean changes are bad, but you have to be willing to shift with those changes. Then the other piece that I think about as ebb and flow is that remember that each of us are different in a variety of different ways, and it's about really accepting those differences. And so, for example, there's a difference in how much one person may want to be with you and independent from you. So that ebb and flow of dependence and independence. And the truth is, we all change at various times in what's going on. So we all want to be with each other, and then we want our separateness. And the same is true about we all want affection and touch, and then we want some distance. So it's just knowing that there's that ebb and flow that is always going on in the relationship. And to really help with this ebb and flow, what you want to do is make sure that you are regularly assessing what it is that is going on in the relationship. And the final piece to help you with ebb and flow is really making sure that you always keep in your mind a sense of we or us, just so that everything that you are doing is protective and keeps that relationship in a protective state. So those are my 4 broad categories of what makes a healthy relationship. There's a lot more specifics to a lot of those, but hopefully all of these have helped you to really get a sense of, okay, these are the things I'm looking for and I'm working towards in making and keeping a healthy, empowering relationship. I hope that this was helpful for you. Please share it with a friend, and I will see you next time.